See if I get you a little closer. All right, that should work. I just started this one last night. We are using these for it. They are oil paint sticks, and if you've seen any of my videos lately, you know I've been loving these. So I'm using these. I have started to mix in some of my regular oil paints at this stage. Everything is still wet into wet. I do have some areas on the face that are starting to dry. So I'm just working on those right now and figured I'd live stream a bit. And if you guys have any questions throughout the process, let me know. Got a lacy palette going on right now. If you guys are interested in seeing it, I'm happy to show it. But it's just like a mess of colors right now. It's probably my worst habit as a painter is using the colors that I already have on my palette instead of new ones.
I'll get straight to the point. I found marijuana in the house.
All right, I need to grab a different brush. I've been painting with a brush much too small, actually, for the past 15 minutes. So let me get up and go grab a new brush real quick. All right, I'm back. Whoop. All right, so here's what I grabbed. This is like one of my favorite brushes ever. It's a Princeton Bright size 10. And this is what I do a lot of the more detailed stuff with. And then I also really love this. It's the Princeton Mini Mop. Oh. And if you look at it up close, you can see it's really soft, really fluffy. And then this one, I don't even know what this is. I think it's all rubbed off. But this one is more so just pushing around color. And again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. We're still really early into this process. You can see that will eventually become a hand. It's definitely not yet. Same with this. This will eventually be a hand. So far, I've put most of my energy into the face. Just working a little bit of orange into some of these areas where it'll eventually look transparent. I want to build up this kind of transparent fabric. And typically with the transparent areas, it gets, you can see a lot of that saturation under there. This will eventually be like lace. It's like a chiffon. The model's holding like a chiffon kind of scarf around her. And I thought that'd be fun to paint. I know this whole area looks crazy right now. Uh, Matt said, "Did you start with your oil sticks?" I did. I just started this one last night, and I've been finding the oil sticks much faster. Um, I actually went out to Blick today and I bought a whole ton of new ones. So here's my oil sticks. I keep them in a box like this. They're super messy. But yeah, the majority of this is all oil sticks. The process is just so fun. I have found the colors are, they lean a lot more pastel, just like the RNF only offers so many colors, at least at Blick's. So this is a much lighter palette than I'm used to. Not sure how I feel about it just yet. But yeah, the oil sticks have been a lot of fun. All right, so for this one, I really wanted to have a really soft hairline. So I'm going around with my mini mop and just kind of blending out all those edges where the hair meets the skin, especially up on the forehead. Um, Matt said, thanks. Do you use herbs to blend them then? No. So the texture of the oil sticks is literally like melted butter. So I didn't need anything to blend them. I've not used any medium or any thinner at all for this entire painting. And I'm still working wet into wet, which is kind of insane. I run in, okay, so like the hair, I used tube paint. I used Van Dyke Brown for this. And so the hair is starting to dry around here on the edges. And I'm like, oh no, I should have done this earlier. But everything else, that like all the skin, the background, that's all the oil sticks and it's all still really wet. I'm gonna put some orange and red on my brush so that when I blend it into here, it doesn't get that like ghostly gray. Yeah, the oil sticks have been so much fun, but there's definitely a learning curve. And you have to be comfortable with a lot of paint on your canvas and it being really messy. But I've been trying to embrace the mess. Right now I'm just trying to go through and handle all the stuff that I won't be able to do once the paint is dry. So it's like some of these edges, if I want to soften them up, it's like now or never. Um, Rachel said, "Do you find that those oil sticks take a really long time to dry?" Yes. Do not use them if you are in a rush. Um, but I love that I'm on day 2 of this. I just started this yesterday. It's the next night, and I'm still working into the skin like it's wet into wet. Um, so far the dry time hasn't bothered me. I will say it is a bit frustrating because you can use them mixed with your regular oil paints. Um, and so if I have areas that I'm using just the oil paints on, like the hair here, and they have uneven dry times, that's a bit annoying. Um, if you guys have been around here for a while, you may have heard me say before, armpits are my least favorite thing to paint, literally in the entire world. I know this is looking bad right here. But I'm gonna rework the whole area. So sometimes it needs to get worse before it can get better. This part is pretty tedious, and there's a lot of like needing to break things in order to fix them. But hopefully in the end, it'll be worth it, and this fabric will look transparent. Oh, Rachel said, I know you said this color palette is not your norm, but I think it looks really beautiful, even at this in progress age. Thank you. I actually like the unfinished parts mixed with the more detailed face. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave my plan so far. I want to leave the background, like the chair, pretty messy. A lot of the larger parts of skin, the outfit. I want to work on the lace a little bit, and then the eyes, and the hair I plan to leave just like this. So I plan on leaving a lot of it really rough. Oh, thanks, Rachel. I appreciate that. Yeah, I used to do a lot more like, I used to have a lot more of a mix between finished and unfinished in my work. And then the past kind of year, that's changed. But I've really missed just a looser approach to painting in general. And so that's my goal for this year, is to bring that back some more. Just more fun that way for me. All right, guys, that's it for now. I'm gonna call it for the night and see how much of this dries tomorrow. But thanks for joining.